Billions and billions have been spent on education systems, skills programs, and youth empowerment initiatives in Africa, Asia, and even in Europe. And we keep producing young people who are technically qualified and personally lost. Why? Because we're giving young people everything except three things they actually need first. And today I'm going to name them. And I'm going to tell you exactly what it looks like when they're missing and what becomes possible when they're present. The first thing every young person needs before a CV, before a certificate, before a career plan is identity. Not identity in the sense of a name or a nationality. I mean that deep, settled, unshakable knowing of who you are, where you come from, what you value, what you stand for, and what you will not compromise. A person who does not know where they come from does not know where they're going. When identity is missing, young people become extraordinarily easy to shape by outside forces, by peer pressure, by social media, by a manager who tells them who they should be, by a system that tells them that their culture, their language, or even their way of thinking is less than. I see it sometimes in my own home, in classrooms or workplaces across my country. A brilliant young person who apologizes before they speak. I'm sorry, but who frames every opinion with, I don't know if this is right, but identity is the foundation. Everything else is built on top of it. Without it, we are building on sand. So what does identity actually look like if it's present? It looks like a young person who disagrees respectfully and does not collapse when challenged, who brings their full self to the table, including their heritage, including their history, their story, their particular genius, without apology. That person does not just participate, they lead. The second thing every leader needs is voice. And by voice, I do not mean the ability to speak in public, although that matters. I mean something deeper. Voice is the ability to articulate your thoughts, to articulate your values, your vision with clarity and with confidence. It is the ability to say, this is what I think, and this is why I think it. And I am willing to stand behind the result or behind it. And here's the honest reality. Many of our young people have been trained into silence. In classrooms where participation means reciting the right answer and not offering a new one. In homes across Africa, Europe, across the world, where children are seen and not heard. In workplaces where the youngest person in the room is expected to absorb and not contribute. We have taught young people to be so careful with their voices that many of them have stopped using them altogether. They go quiet in meetings. They hold back ideas. Or they nod along. And then we wonder why innovation is slow, why organizations feel stuck, and why the same people keep making the same decision year after year. Voice is not just good for the individual. Voice is good for the organization. Voice is good for the world. When we build voice in young people, when we create spaces where their ideas are genuinely welcome, we unlock the next generation of global thinkers and leaders. The third thing, and this is the one thing that I think is most underestimated. It's permission. Not permission from a leader or a gatekeeper. Not permission from a system or an institution. It's internal permission. The deep belief that what I create matters, that my story is worth telling, that the world actually needs what only I can offer. This is the hardest one to build, because so much of what our young people have experienced has communicated the opposite. When a child's creative work is dismissed as impractical, when a young person's business idea is met with laughter instead of curiosity, when someone is told their dream is too big for someone like them. Every one of those moments is a withdrawal from the permission account. And it happens in every country, in every culture, to young people of every background. But here's the good news. However long the night, the dawn will break. So permission can be rebuilt. It can be restored. But it requires someone who is willing to say out loud, say it consistently, convincingly, that you have something worth creating. I believe in it. I believe in you. That is the most powerful thing you can offer a young person today. More than resources, not a roadmap, but permission. When identity, voice, and permission come together, something shifts. You stop producing young people who are waiting to be told what to do. And you start producing young people who are actually creating what matters. As I go today, I want to ask you to do something. Think back to your own life, to the moments where you felt your identity was solid, where someone gave you permission to create. Who was with you in those moments? Who held that space for you? And now, who are you holding that space for? Because this work, the work of the Create movement, is not just about the young person. It's about us too. It's about becoming the kind of leaders, educators, and humans who pass these gifts on. Wherever you are in the world, whatever generation you belong to, this is my invitation to you. Explore who you are. Create what matters. Whether you're a parent, an educator, a manager, if you work with young people and want to give them the 3 things that actually matter, the Create movement coaching experience gives you tools and the mindset to do that. So book your 30-minute Young Gen Z Development Discovery Call. Tell me about the young person or people you have in your mind, and together we'll design the right conversation to build their foundation from the inside out. Link is in the bio. Share this with someone raising or leading young people, and let's build them together.